a mother, a home in Colorado, 3 innocent children, and a story that began with a 911 call about a burglary. But what police found behind that front door would unravel into one of the most disturbing family murder cases in recent U.S. history. This is the case of Kimberlee Singler, a woman accused of killing 2 of her own children and nearly ending the life of a third. December 19th, 2023. Colorado Springs Emergency Dispatch receives a frantic 911 call. A reported break-in. The home address? A quiet residential street. When officers arrived, what they found wasn't a burglary. It was a scene of horror. Inside the house were the bodies of 2 children. Ellie Wentz, age 9. Aden Wentz, age 7. Their mother, Kimberlee Singler, and her eldest child, an 11-year-old girl, were also found inside, injured and claiming to be victims. At first, it looked like a brutal home invasion. But as investigators began to piece the scene together, the cracks in the story grew wider and darker. The surviving daughter, hospitalized with severe injuries, would become the key to the truth. In the days that followed, she told detectives something no one was prepared for. Her own mother had attacked them. According to the child, Kimberlee Singler had given her and her siblings milk laced with drugs. What followed was a brutal, calculated attack. Her younger siblings did not survive. The alleged motive? Still unclear. But one thing was, this wasn't a robbery gone wrong. There was no forced entry. No signs of a struggle with an intruder. The burglary was a cover story. Singler's calm during questioning. Her injuries described as superficial. Her inconsistencies all began to raise red flags. On December 26, 2023, an arrest warrant was issued. But by that time, Kimberlee Singler had vanished. She had already fled the United States. Police later confirmed she had crossed the Atlantic, landing in London, England, and disappearing into an upscale neighborhood. International authorities were alerted. On December 30th, 2023, Singler was found and arrested by British police. The U.S. Department of Justice immediately began extradition proceedings. But getting her back to face charges wouldn't be quick or easy. Over the next 2 years, Kimberlee Singler fought to stay in the UK, launching a legal battle that stalled justice for the victims. Her legal team argued that if convicted, she might face a life without parole sentence in the U.S., a punishment they claimed would violate European human rights protections. The case wound its way through the British court system. In January 2025, a judge approved her extradition. Her appeal was denied in December 2025. On December 23, 2025, Kimberlee Singler was officially extradited back to the United States and booked into El Paso County Jail in Colorado. She was held without bond. To many who knew her, Kimberlee Singler was a normal mother. She had a job. She lived in a quiet neighborhood. She had 3 children. But behind the scenes, police believe something darker was unfolding. No confirmed motive has been released, but court documents suggest financial stress, custody concerns, or personal instability may have played a role. Still, the idea that a mother would take the lives of her own children and try to kill the third shocked the Colorado community. Singler now faces 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of attempted murder, 1 count of assault resulting in serious bodily injury, multiple child abuse-related charges. Each charge carries the potential for a life sentence. Prosecutors are expected to pursue the maximum penalty allowed under Colorado law. On Wednesday, January 7, 2026, Kimberlee Singler appeared before a Colorado judge for the first time since her extradition. She was calm, wearing a tan jail-issued jumpsuit. Her attorneys did not enter a plea. Instead, they requested time to review the extensive case file, which includes forensic evidence, interviews, and international records. The preliminary hearing was set for May 11, 2026. That's when prosecutors are expected to outline the full scope of their evidence. The surviving daughter, now 13, is expected to testify. Her statements will be central to the case. In the wake of the tragedy, the community of Colorado Springs has struggled to understand the unimaginable loss. Local schools held memorials for Ellie and Aden. Counselors were brought in. Candlelight vigils were held outside the Singler home. Family members of the children have stayed largely silent in public, but through representatives, they've asked for privacy and justice. As this case unfolds, one question continues to haunt everyone watching.
Why?
What pushed a mother to allegedly commit the ultimate betrayal? With the preliminary hearing scheduled for May 2026, more details are likely to emerge, including what led to the killings, how Singler planned her escape, and whether any mental health evaluations will play a role in the defense. This case is expected to draw national attention as it moves to trial. Prosecutors are preparing for a lengthy process. The defense is reportedly building a case focused on Singler's mental state and the alleged lack of direct forensic evidence tying her to the scene, despite her daughter's statements. But for many, no defense will ever make sense of the loss of 2 young lives, 2 children gone, 1 survivor forever changed, and a mother accused of the unthinkable. The trial of Kimberlee Singler will not only seek justice, it will attempt to answer the most haunting question of all: what happened inside that home on December 19th? We'll continue to follow every twist and update as this case heads to trial. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. More updates on this case and other major true crime stories are coming soon.
Stay tuned.